Bihari Lal Chaub or Bihara was a Hindi poet, who is famous for writing the Sitar Saya in Brajasha, a collection of approximately 700 distichs, which is perhaps the most celebrated Hindi work of poetic art, as distinguished from narrative and simpler styles. Today it is considered the most well-known book of the Rita Kavya Kal or Ritai Kal, an era in which poets wrote poems for kings, of Hindi literature. The language is the form of Hindi called Brajasha, spoken in the country about Mathura, where the poet lived. The couplets are inspired by the Krishna side of Vishnu worship, and the majority of them take the shape of amorous utterances of Radha, the chief of the Gopi or cowherd maidens of Braj, and her divine lover, the son of Vasudeva. Each couplet is independent and complete in itself. The distichs, in their collected form, are arranged, not in any sequence of narrative or dialogue, but according to the technical classification of the sentiments which they convey as set forth in the treatises on Indian rhetoric. Biography Early life and education Bihari was born in Gwalior in 1595, and spent his boyhood in Orcha in the Bundelkhand region, where his father, Keshavri, lived. After marriage he settled with in-laws in Mathura. His father, Keshavri, was a twice-born by caste, which generally means an offspring of a Brahmin father by a Kshatriya mother. Early in his life, he studied ancient Sanskrit texts. In Orcha state, he met the famous poet Keshavdas, from whom he took lessons in poetry. Later, when he had shifted to Mathura, he got an opportunity to present his in court of visiting Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, who immediately got impressed by his work and invited him to stay in Agra. Once at Agra, he learned Persian language and came into contact with Rahim, another famous poet. It was also at Agra that Rajaji Singh I, of Amba, near Jaipur, happened to hear him, and invited him over to Jaipur, and it was here that he composed his greatest work, Sitar Saya. After the death of his wife, Bihari followed the path of bhakti and vairagya. He left the court and went to Vrindavan, where he died in the year 1663. Significance of Bihari's work. One of the famous dohas written by Bihari is Satsaya ke doha jun navak ke teodekan men ko laj giv ke gambur. The couplets of Satsaya are like the arrows of a hunter, they look small but cut deep. Though Bihari Satsaya is only known work of Bihari, an estimation in which the work is held may be measured by the number of commentators who have devoted themselves to its elucidation, of whom Dr. G. A. Grierson mentions 17. The collection has also twice been translated into Sanskrit. The best-known commentary is that of Laluji Lal, entitled the Lala Chandrika. The author was employed by Dr. Gilchrist in the College of Fort William, where he finished his commentary in 1818. A critical edition of it has been published by Dr. G. A. Grierson. Bibliography, The Sitar Saya, Penguin Books, 1992. ISBN 0-14-044576-5. Bihari Satsaya. Dr. Shyam Sundar Dube, Publications Division. 1. The Veiled Moon. English translations of Bihari Satsaya, Amar Nevjar. Girija Kumar Mathura. New Delhi, Indian Council for Cultural Relations, 1973. 2. Further reading, Bihari Satsaya, Alochana evam Vyurkaya, Namikan Jain. Delhi, 2007. 3. Humour in the Satsaya of Biharilal, Snell, Rupert. In, Of Clowns and Gods, Brahmins and Babas, Humour in South Asian Literatures. Monohor, pages 63-79. 4. Kangra Paintings of the Bihari Satsaya by M. S. Randhawa. Journal of the American Oriental Society, Volume 90, No. 4, pages 591-592. 5. References. External links, Bihari at Kavita Kosh, The Sentiments of Love, a selection of Indian miniatures from the collection of the National Museum of Ethnology, Leiden I.